First speaker this evening is Kathy Slaughter. Kathy's a licensed clinical social worker, and Kathy passionately pursues the craft of psychotherapy. She specializes in human sexuality, relationships, and trauma at her private practice in Indianapolis. Kathy's passion for personal growth and self-development is matched only by her interest in teaching others through one-to-one interaction. Kathy speaks at TED-inspired events, a variety of professional conferences, and podcast interviews. She also leads Sex Geekdom Indie and blogs at soaringheartconsulting.com. Personally, Kathy enjoys outdoor art festivals like Burning Man, practicing yoga, weightlifting, and knitting. Help me give a warm welcome to Kathy Slaughter.
Okay, we'll see if I remember how to make a clicker work. It's been a while. So today I'm going to break from my usual talk shtick, and rather than educate you, teach you something informative, we're going to talk about me for a change, because I'm a therapist. I listen to people talk at me all week long. So when Robbie was like, oh man, we got to fill a 4-minute slot, I was like, me, let me tell something personal. I can tell a personal breakup story. And the story I want to tell you is about breaking up with the Roman Catholic Church. And I will tell you, being a business owner in central Indiana, talking about why I left the church is not something I've done ever before in public. Because generally, I think just about all of us in here came from good Christian families. Am I right? Maybe a few other Catholics, recovering or otherwise, out there. So, the interesting part about my story, for a lot of us, you go to church because, well, mom and dad are like, get in the car, you're going to church, this is not an option. And I grew up in one of those families too. I got to skip church if I was puking or running a fever. Otherwise, get your ass in the car, we're going to church. But what's unusual for me is church was important for me. I come from a really difficult family, a very loving, very German, somewhat emotionally abusive family, where, to put it succinctly, feeling safe was hard. And church was the first place I felt safe. Walking into these kinds of buildings was the first opportunity I had to feel like I truly belonged somewhere, where everything about who I was important and valued and loved, and it was safe. I truly believe that without the parishes in my life, particularly St. Thomas Aquinas at Purdue, I would not be standing here today. I would not have made it into adulthood. So, leaving the church was really incredibly hard for me. I left a few times because I got really angry, usually over something related to politics. Because what broke my heart about the church was realizing how much politics had poisoned the gospel. I think one of the worst things that ever happened to Christianity was when Emperor Constantine got baptized and we went from being this weird sect of Judaism to the official religion of the Roman Empire. And from that time forward, politics and power has been as much a part of our religion as the gospel of a poor itinerant preacher we all claim to follow. And as time marched on, I kept going back and forth between this place that I felt loved and safe and nourished, and I found sanctuary, and this deep, deep struggle that with the fact that we weren't practicing what we preach very well. Until finally, I reached a point that I was like, this looks a lot like the abuse that I've helped a lot of my clients get through. I'm being told that I'm fundamentally flawed, that I'm broken because of original sin, that I need this place, these people, this ritual to be saved, to be whole, to be healthy. And then the next wave of priest abuse allegations hit. I don't know if any of you have seen the public report out of Pennsylvania, but it is some bone-chilling stuff. Not, a little roadhead on the way to an event or a little hanky-panky in the confessional. It's full-on repeat abuse, forced abortions, child pornography. And my church looked the other way. And that's when I broke up with them. Because I got to a place where I realized I didn't need them anymore to tell me I was okay. And I was no longer okay with their politics. Thank you.
Don't delay. Get your ticket for the next Sparks event today.